Michael Jordan is the greatest player ever. Just watching him play, he had tenacity, he had focus, he had drive, he had vision, and Kobe emulated his game after Mike. He did everything Mike did, walk like him, talk like him. He did everything. He loved Mike. So, you know, the ability to go against him that day, just him versus Mike, he lived for stuff like that. So I remember that game. He wasn't calling no plays, and every time Mike scored, he knew he had to score. Whatever Mike was doing, he had to do it or outdo him. That's what you do when you go up against a great player, AKA your idol. You gotta let them know that you're coming to take their spot.
NBA superstars are judged by their championships. In 1991, Michael Jordan and the Bulls secured their first, knocking off Magic Johnson and the Lakers. To some, a passing of the torch from one great dynasty to another. But now, a new challenge emerges from Los Angeles. A young Lakers team who tonight will lean on their high-flying youngster, Kobe Bryant. Late afternoon and a brisk 41 degrees amidst the iconic Chicago skyline as we get set for NBA basketball. Good evening, everyone. Tonight, we'll see if the winds of change are in the air in the Windy City. The visiting Los Angeles Lakers are up and coming, and they look to take down the defending champion Chicago Bulls. With Clark Kellogg, Mike Fratello, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Mike, what stands out to you as we break down this Bulls-Lakers matchup?
Well, Kev, the Bulls at 14-9 on the season, still kind of rounding into their usual championship form. The Lakers 18-5 and riding a 3-game winning streak. And you know they'll be fired up to take on the defending champs.
They sure will be. A great crowd here at the United Center as usual. Their win the other night, Clark, against Phoenix, and the 500th consecutive sellout. That is mind-boggling to me.
It is amazing they've got that kind of a sellout streak going, but for good reason. I mean, they've won 5 championships in the last 7 seasons. These fans are bearing witness to one of the greatest dynasties in NBA history.
Now taking a look at the starting lineups for the Lakers. They'll have Nick Van Exel and Eddie Jones at the 2 guard spots. Rick Fox and Robert Horry at the forwards. Eldon Campbell is manning the middle once again, filling in for the injured Shaquille O'Neal. And for the defending champion Chicago Bulls, Ron Harper is in at the 1 and Michael Jordan joining him in the backcourt. Tony Kukoc at the small forward, the rebounding machine Dennis Rodman at power forward. Luke Longley is back in the starting lineup after missing Monday's game with a sprained ankle.
And both of these teams missing star players with injury. For the Bulls, Scottie Pippen recovering from foot surgery, and for the Lakers, Shaquille O'Neal is out until Christmas with an abdominal strain.
Now here's Jones. The shot by Horry, no good. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Jordan. Good on the baseline jam. Jordan's got the first points up on the board for the Bulls. Hey, Clark, when you talk about the absence of Scottie Pippen, it's been rumored he'd welcome a change of scenery.
You're exactly right, Kevin, and those are more than just rumors now. I mean, he said on multiple occasions he'll never play for the Bulls ever again. With the trade deadline approaching in February, some tough decisions for Chicago's front office.
But Clark, to say he'll never play for the Bulls again, that seems a little harsh.
It does, I agree.
Well, Mike, it'll be interesting to see if this veteran Chicago Bulls team can slow down that Laker up-tempo offense.
What we have is a clash of different styles here. The #1 scoring offense of the Lakers versus the stout defense of the Bulls.
Great matchup. So it's the Lakers now, after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Shot clock at 5.
Chicago foul. Luke Longley. First.
Ryan is checked in for Los Angeles.
First team foul. Lakers substitution. Kobe Bryant.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Campbell, and Campbell throws it down. Going up against Zytel Clark on a big stage should be quite the test for this young Kobe Bryant.
There is no denying that is true, but what I like is the fact that this young man has the confidence to handle that pressure in big stage. But I think it's important that he try to idle himself down a little bit and not get too caught up in the individual matchup with MJ.
Yeah, that's good advice. Now here's Kobe, following the miss by Michael Jordan. Kobe, no luck.
And usually you can count on him to convert there. The D did just enough to throw him off.
Jordan up top, covered by Van Exel. No good from Jordan. And Coach Fratello will have to monitor that index finger on the shooting hand of Michael Jordan. He dislocated it about a week ago against the New York Knicks.
Yeah, it happened on a hard fall to the floor, and since then, you can see that he's been more selective with his jump shots.
It's Jordan on the wing. Shoots over Van Exel. Jordan with another miss.
He's a solid mid-range shooter, but just wasn't able to knock that one down.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Takes a step back.
2 minutes.
Feeds it to Fox. Outside, Kobe. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
It's still amazing to me that Kobe is doing this at 19 years old. When Michael was that age, he was still a sophomore at UNC.
Now, here's Jordan. 14 feet away. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Matching up against Jordan is not just a physical battle, it's also a mental battle. And Bryant is having to learn that the hard way.
Contrary to the Lakers, the Bulls' expertise is on the defensive end of the floor. They only allow 86 points a game, which ranks second in the NBA behind the Cleveland Cavaliers.
They're also holding their opponents to just 41% shooting from the field. Nothing comes easy against this suffocating Bulls defense.
It's his first trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Wennington, he's checked in for Longley. Caffey comes in for Rodman. Burrell, he's checked in for Tony Kukoc. And it's Brown in for Ron Harper. And then for the Lakers, Lunt comes in for Fox. And Derek Fisher is subbed in for Van Exel. Well, 2 star-studded teams. It promises to be a compelling game. And no one more compelling than our David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, guys. The main storyline in this one is the matchup between Michael Jordan and the 19-year-old heir apparent, Kobe Bryant. In talking to Michael before the game, he said Bryant is a star of the future and compared this matchup to when he was growing into a star and went up against the likes of Dr. J. Guys?
Wow, this is so fascinating. David, thank you. Mike, that's some high praise from the greatest player of all time.
Yeah, he can see that Bryant is going to be special. The physical tools are there. He's got the work ethic. The young man just needs some time to develop.
And now he's going to play. Bryant is going to play the guy he idolized in Michael Jordan. I mean, you can't make this stuff up.
Well, it hasn't been an ideal start to the season for the Bulls. They're currently 5th in the Central Division and have only gone 7-7 against teams over 500.
Still no need to worry. I'm not going to bet against these guys. I mean, they are back-to-back champs, and for good reason. I clearly expect them to turn things around, especially when Pippen gets back into the lineup.
Up in time, Michael Jordan getting it done for the Bulls. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Chicago, where we've got the Los Angeles Lakers taking on the hometown Chicago Bulls. And we're ready to start the second quarter.
Well, about a week ago, in the same game that he dislocated his finger, Michael Jordan passed Moses Malone on the all-time scoring list, moving into third place. And now only trails Wilt Chamberlain and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Taking a look at the Lakers. They've got Blunt. Fisher is out there with Bryant. And there's Ori. And it's Campbell in at the center, filling out the middle. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Kobe gets it to go.
Usually, Campbell would end the play. He saw an opening. Instead, he's the playmaker.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. And talking about Jordan, Clarkie passed Malone on the scoring list while playing in 461 fewer games. That's amazing to me.
It really is, Kevin. And at his current scoring rate, how about this? MJ could pass Wilt if he plays just one more season, but there's no guarantee that he will play another year.
The Lakers have really come out in attack mode in this one.
I love the aggressiveness and the assertiveness. I like that they're not settling for anything. They're being in charge and taking charge. They've been intent on getting high-quality shots, and it's paying off.
Jordan has looked very sharp here early on, and that's not a good sign for the Lakers.
Mike, they are desperate to find a basket.
They're having a really hard time out there.
You're right. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Kobe. And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
He made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Brown feeling it out a bit. And there's the pass to Caffey. Back to Brown. Jordan against Bryant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there it is for him. Jordan's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bulls.
Kobe Bryant is currently the top scoring reserve in the NBA. At just 19 years old, this young man is averaging 17 points, 4 boards, 3 assists, and almost 2 steals. That is stuffing the stat sheet and playing just 26 minutes per game. And you know, that sequence was all about the screen in my mind. Worked off of it to get a perfectly clean look there.
And Kobe Bryant, he's given the Lakers, Mike, starter-level production in limited minutes.
It's been so valuable to have that scoring punch off the bench. Right now, Kobe has to be the leading candidate for 6th Man of the Year.
I think he's going to win it. Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Rodman, he's checked in for Caffey. Kukoc comes in for Burrell. And it's Harper in for Brown. Now, here is Jordan. He's got 16, and the basket is good. So far, Mike, so good for Jordan. That finger hasn't been an issue for him in these first 2 quarters of the game.
Yeah, he's playing through the discomfort and scoring well here in the early stages.
Bryant kept alive on the wing. Bryant. Second shot opportunity. One of the top perimeter defenders in the game. Jordan made that a tough shot for Kobe.
Boy, that's a high IQ play on defense there.
That's a spot where you want to foul. Send a message.
Wennington, he's checked in for Luke Longley. The Lakers also with a sub. Van Exel's checked in for Derek Fisher. He doesn't get the second one. The Bulls leading. Outside Jordan. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Shoots over Bryant. And it's Chicago scoring again.
But sure, I agree with the choice of going to the fadeaway there. Overly complicating what was already a good look. After finishing last season as the league's highest scoring team, the Bulls' offense has struggled to start the year, averaging just 92 points per game, which is the 5th lowest in the NBA.
Now here's Jordan following the miss by Kobe Bryant. Over Bryant. Well, if Michael Jordan is the teacher and Kobe is the student, folks, class is in session. Michael Jordan, as you can see, Coach Fratello putting on a show for the home crowd, just scoring at will.
Well, with Kobe Bryant in town and all the hype around him, Michael had plenty of motivation coming into this game. And you can see it with how assertive he's been on offense.
Sure can. And the Bulls making a change here. Caffey's checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Jones checked in for Kobe. Broke loose, and that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And with the Bulls offense, efficiency, Clark, has been a real problem.
Yeah, you know, you look at what they've shot, 43% from the field, only 30% from downtown, Kevin, and only 68% from the line. I mean, those all rank towards the bottom of the league. Maybe just a little bit of a championship hangover being experienced.
Yeah, perhaps. Those are very un-Chicago-like numbers. Like you said it, the Bulls defense has been dialed in to start this game.
Yeah, they've come out with great energy on that end and have made things tough for the Lakers offense.
Now, here's Harper. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Elbow shot, and it's Jones. That time on the assist by Fox. Now, just a 2-point Chicago lead.
Well, Jones has the accuracy to hit from anywhere. The defense really has to be on him at all times.
Caffey, the pass to Jordan. And he uses the glass on the lane. Jordan's got 24 points.
There are very few players who can slow a score of his caliber down.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Van Exel, stolen by Rodman.
Not a bad idea to pump the brakes a little bit and slow it down right here.
Yeah, you'd like to end the quarter on this possession.
Here's Jordan. Michael Jordan has now matched his season average of 26 points a game. Currently the highest average in the NBA. Here's Van Exel. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. A terrific view of wintertime in Chicago as we welcome you back to the United Center, getting ready for the start of our second half. Welcome back, everyone. We've got a fun matchup between the Chicago Bulls and the visiting Los Angeles Lakers. Here's Jordan. They lead by 6, their biggest margin.
While Shaq's been out, Eddie Jones has been the Lakers' leading scorer, and he was named the NBA Player of the Month in November, with averages of just over 21 points per game, 3.6 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and 2.4 steals per game.
Dennis Rodman is out there with Tony Kukoc. Then there's Harper. Then it's Jordan. And it's Longley in at the 5, down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now, here's Van Exel. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 5 on the clock. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Fox. And with Jones, Clarkie's coming off a 32-point performance last night in the Twin Cities against Minnesota.
Kevin, no denying he's been great offensively, but you also can't overlook his impact on defense. I mean, he's been one of the league's premier wing defenders this season.
And we know Player of the Month, as we just talked about.
Yep.
Now to David Aldridge with a story on how the Lakers have been weathering the storm in Shaq's absence. David.
Thank you, Kevin. The Lakers are still without Shaquille O'Neal, who's played in just 8 games due to an abdominal strain. But the Lakers have still been successful. They've gone 11-5 in games without him this season. And they also lead the league in points per game, field goal percentage, and point differential. A healthy Diesel, this team will be a title contender, guys.
Yeah, Shaq's health, thank you, D.A., could be so much a part of what they've got ahead of them. The Lakers, Clark, certainly have had a lot of guys step up.
You're exactly right, even without Shaq.
Yeah.
They have 5 players that score in double figures. They're spreading the wealth, sharing the ball. Everybody's stepping up and contributing and playing a really cohesive, effective brand of basketball.
They are indeed, you're right.
Dennis Rodman's domination on the glass, unprecedented. He's a glass eater like no other. Led the league in rebounding for 6 straight seasons and could make it a 7th this year. No other player has done it more than 5 times.
Here's Fox after the made shot from Michael Jordan. With the step back, knocked loose, out of bounds. It'll be the Bulls' ball. So for the Bulls, Burrell comes in for Kukoc, and it's Brown in for Harper. The Lakers also changing it up. Kobe comes in for Fox. And Derek Fisher is subbed in for Ben Exel. Now here's Jordan. He has 30. Over Bryant. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Jordan's got the lead up to 10 now for Chicago. Hey, Mike, when you look at Rodman, he's averaging 14 rebounds a game this season. It's unbelievable.
Well, Kev, even though he's leading the league, 14 rebounds is less than he's used to having. In his previous 6 seasons, Rodman averaged an incredible 17 rebounds per game.
These numbers are hard to believe, aren't they?
I think sometimes they shoot this on purpose just so he can get another rebound.
That's a very good point. Jordan, and it's Chicago scoring again.
That's a little homeschooling, old schooling from Jordan, showing Kobe one of his classic moves.
Well, filling in for Shaq is not an easy task, but Eldon Campbell is doing an excellent job. In the last 13 games without O'Neal, he's averaging 18.7 rebounds and 2 blocks.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Michael Jordan has had his way with the Lakers defense. Now he's up to 36 points.
Their offense has really stood out. They're piling up the points and torching this defense.
I like how under control they've been on offense, keeping things simple and running their plays well.
Here's Bryant. Here's Campbell. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I think that's what this team wants to see out of Campbell, getting aggressive on the inside and initiating contact.
Los Angeles, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And, you know, Campbell knows his role on this squad, to score when his name is called, patrol the boards, and protect the rim.
Caffey, he's checked in for the Bulls. The Lakers also changing it up. Blunt, he's checked in for Ori. And Barry's subbed in for Jones. And he's good on the second. .54 seconds left in the third. Coach Fratello, Michael Jordan is in complete command of this game, and the Lakers haven't been able to do anything to slow him down.
He's teaching Kobe a few things out there firsthand and showing that there's still a large gap between the 2 players.
Coming out of halftime, they're on an absolute tear.
And I don't know what was said in that locker room, but it's working.
And Bryant kicks to Fisher. Back to Kobe. Pulls it from 20. Rebound by the Bulls. Rodman's got 7 rebounds in the game. Steps back. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. The Bulls making a switch here.
For your Bulls, Steve Kerr.
There's 18 seconds left in the third. Bryant passes to Barry. Here's Campbell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, the size and kind of wiry, strong frame of Campbell is tough to match up against, which is just how he was able to draw that foul.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for 2.
That free throw missing, and the Bulls making a change here. Good on the second free throw. Here's Kerr. Michael Jordan getting it done for the Bulls. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this.
Lakers 26.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time for some fourth quarter action here in Chicago, where Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls are battling Kobe Bryant and the visiting LA Lakers. And the Lakers have possession, down by 12.
Well, we've heard the reports of Scottie Pippen being unhappy with the Bulls front office, and the trade rumors have been circulating as a result. Names like Tom Gugliotta, Jerry Stackhouse, and Eddie Jones have all been mentioned in possible trade packages for the Bulls.
So for the Lakers right now, Van Exel is out there with Bryant, and it's Fox, then there's Blunt, and it's Campbell at the 5 spot. Now, here's Jordan, following the miss by Kobe Bryant. A nice shot by Jordan.
With all the talk about Kobe and the Lakers being the future of the league, Michael is reminding us that he and the Bulls are the present.
Well, here we are looking at Pippen Clark with his return set for January. We'll have to keep our eyes out for that February trade deadline.
Yeah, I've got that circled on my calendar, Kevin, and you know Scottie is looking for a new contract. That's clear. But I'd be surprised if he doesn't at least finish out the season with the Bulls.
I agree. This has not been the night Bryant wanted to have going up against his idol, Michael Jordan, has it, Clark?
No, it hasn't been, Kevin. And you know, Kobe very well might be the future, but the present belongs to Michael and the Bulls, and we're seeing that tonight.
Longley's checked in for Chicago. Harper comes in for Steve Kerr. Horry's checked in for the Lakers. Jones comes in for Kobe. Pass to Van Exel. Three-pointer. The Lakers rebound. From past the arc, Dennis Rodman pulls it in. Rodman's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. They get a hand on it. Jordan is doubled. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
It'll be a jump ball.
Last season, Kobe Bryant won the slam dunk contest as a rookie. But he won't get the chance to defend his title this year in New York because the contest will be missing from the All-Star Weekend for the first time since 1984.
And Fox gets it to go.
You know, Fox is not known as a guy with a quick release, but he showed you some quickness getting that one up and down.
And regarding the dunk contest, it'll be replaced with the 2-ball contest on All-Stars Saturday night. What do you think?
I like it, Kevin. I do. I like the fact that it'll be fun to watch NBA and WNBA players team up. But it makes you wonder if this is going to be a permanent change. Hopefully, we'll see the return of the dunk contest at some point. But I like taking a break and adding something new.
I think we will see that dunk contest. I think it will be permanent in terms of being back in All-Star Weekend. And he makes the first. Bryant is checked in for Jones. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Lakers trail by 15. Outside, Fox. Van Exel passes to Horry. Outside, Fox. Pass to Bryant. Clock at 6. Here's Van Exel. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Jordan is double.
Los Angeles foul. Nick Van Exel. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Kobe comes with the double team. Jordan the pass to Rodman.
That second defender coming over was the key. Great defensive call.
Rodman with the block. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Kobe against Jordan. Here's Harper. Chalk up 2 there. Harper's got his first basket of the night.
You know, at one point it looked like there was still a chance, but I think that time has come and gone.
Now they're just hoping to end with something they can build on.
Now here's Van Exel. Pass to Bryant. They get it again. The pass to Campbell. Good.
Eldon.
Didn't allow the defense to overwhelm him there, and that's a testament to Campbell's strength and focus.
Jordan outside. Chicago again turning it over. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
And it's Fox with the ball for the Lakers. 15-point game. And here's Bryant for three, and that's collected by Longley.
Well, I think the pressure of going up against his idol may have gotten the best of Kobe Bryant. He really wasn't much of a factor here tonight.
And the Bulls tack on two more.
This was a no-doubter here, a no-brainer, complete domination in every facet of the game.
And this game wasn't even as close as the score indicates. Nothing you can do but shake this one off, and things happen to you like that.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Wennington, he's checked in for Longley. Caffey comes in for Dennis Rodman. Bushler's checked in for Tony Kukoc. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Harper. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Blunt, he's checked in for Ori. Jones comes in for Fox. Barry's checked in for Kobe. And Derek Fisher is subbed in for Van Exel.
Fisher doing his job, which is basically as the point guard to find open teammates.
Kerr dishes to Jordan. From the baseline. And it's Chicago scoring again.
This run, it's a haymaker, a knockout punch.
I think this run has sealed the game. Guys, where are we going to dinner?
Here's Campbell. And the shot is long.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And it's blocked by Jordan. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan. Here's Fisher. Campbell inside. Blocked again.
With authority. Wennington coming at the shot with those long arms for a swat.
Here's Barry. Offline. And so it's the Chicago Bulls getting the win in front of their home crowd. An important victory, Coach, for them here against the up-and-coming LA Lakers.
Well, Michael gets the best of Kobe while the Bulls capture their third straight win. And they need it as they're trying to move up in the standings in this cutthroat Eastern Conference.
And Clark, what does this loss mean, do you think, for the Lakers?
I think it's growing pains and a learning experience, Kevin. They just need to take a look at the film and correct the mistakes they made. But they're still second in the West, and with Shaq coming back right around Christmas time, I don't think we need to worry about the Lakers.
I think you're right. And so for Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan alongside our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. So long.